Hi, I'm Jesse and this is Lean Muscle Building. Today we're going to be covering warm-up. Warm-up is your first step in every routine that I do, and the main purpose of it is to elevate your heart rate, prepare your body for your main working exercises, and it greatly reduces the risk of injury. There's 4 main exercises that I do for warm-up. They take me about 10 to 12 minutes to complete before my actual exercises that I'm working on that day. They build a great foundation for my workout, and those 4 exercises are light jog on the treadmill, pull-ups, dips, and body squats. So when you first get on the treadmill, start at a walking pace. So usually I choose the quick start option and I start out at the lowest speed possible. I start walking for a few seconds, and as I start raising the speed up, I get into a light jog. For me that's around speed 8, but I have some really long legs. Speed 8 is actually around like 6 miles per hour. Depends on different treadmills. So continue your light jog for 3 to 5 minutes, just until you start breaking out into a sweat. Then hit the cool down option, or if you don't have that on your treadmill, lower it down to a walk again and continue your walk for about 30 more seconds, slow down to a stop, and step off your treadmill. When you first begin doing pull-ups, you want to start with a close grip on the bars, if you have the bars, and you want to have your palms facing towards you, because this is when your biceps are most mechanically strong. So that'll make it easier for you to get into. So when you first start out, grab onto the bars and start at a hanging position. Then you want to correct your shoulders, lock out your shoulders, as you can see in my demonstration, and you want to slowly pull up as you exhale. Make sure you exhale while your muscles are doing the motion. There's a strong importance on breathing, because if you don't breathe, a lot of people hold their breath. Your muscles are burning the oxygen in your blood, so you'll be starving your muscles and your brain of oxygen, and you can cause dizziness as a side effect. You don't want that. You also don't want to starve your muscles of oxygen, because they won't be doing the best workout that you could be. So make an exaggerated exhale as you're exerting the force. And you want to come to about here with your chin, and slowly lower yourself back down to a hanging position with your shoulder, maintaining your shoulder lockout. So not to here, to here. Some people may not be able to complete full pull-ups, which is understandable. They're pretty difficult if you're just starting out. In which case, if you're lucky enough to have a partner, they can hold your ankles, and this is the best way to cheat, because your body automatically puts enough force in your legs so you can get up, but just as much as you need. If you don't have a partner, you can use the assist machine, which you set the resistance beforehand, which I don't like quite as much, because if it gets more difficult, you have to stop, reset the resistance. But if you're by yourself, it's still Alright, so as you're working on your close grip pull-up, you're working out your biceps and your inner back around here. They're called your rhomboids. It's a diamond shaped muscles. There's 2 of them. And once you've gotten your sets up to a higher number of repetitions, then if you want to move on to more outer back, you can start doing wide grip pull-ups. The wide grip pull-ups are much more difficult. Once you can do 4 sets of 10 close grip pull-ups, you can most likely do 6 wide grip pull-ups. So I have a demonstration for you of the wide grip pull-ups. They work more your lat, your outer back, and as well as your biceps. Now that you've successfully warmed up your back and biceps, it's time to move on to your chest, your rotator cuff, and your triceps. The best exercise to warm up these muscles, I find, is dips. So when you're doing a dip, you step up to the machine, start at the top, space yourself evenly between the bars, and you slowly lower yourself down just past 90 degrees and back up. Also exhaling on the way up, just like I talked about in pull-ups. You can also use similar cheat techniques with your partner holding your ankles and the assist machine if you have no partner. Final stage of our warm-up is body squats. Body squats are used to warm up the legs and the glutes. To start out body squatting, set your feet at shoulders distance apart and lock out your back, bend your knees and your waist, and bring your arms up as you start to squat down. The tricky part is don't let your knees pass your toes forward-wise. So, as you're going down, you're going to have to bring up your arms to counterbalance your weight. If you feel like you're going to tip back, that means you're doing a good job, but don't make sure you don't fall backwards. Also, if you're having a really difficult time not tipping backwards, try using a yoga ball, holding a yoga ball as you bring up your hands. It just adds a little more weight, and it's easier to counterbalance yourself. Once you've completed these 4 exercises, you're all warmed up and you're ready for your main working exercises. Hope you enjoyed this video, and my next video will be on the topic of conditioning and injury reduction. Stay tuned. Thanks.